When success is mentioned, many may immediately think of factors like luck, talent, or hard work. However, there is one factor that few people pay attention to, but is the true key to all success: the habit of waking up early. The people you admire, the ones you consider to have successful and energetic lives, they do not wake up at late hours. They wake up at 5 a.m., and this is not a coincidence. It is a strategic decision. Waking up at 5 a.m. is not just a habit. It is a commitment to yourself, to take control of your life, to not let time or life pass by without being proactive. While the whole world is still sleeping, you have woken up, gotten up, and started your journey. That is when you take charge of the new day, take charge of time, take charge of yourself. If you want to succeed, if you want to control your life, you must master this habit. Don't let anyone tell you that you can't wake up early. Don't let any excuse pull you back to bed or back to your old habits. Waking up at 5 a.m. is not a sacrifice. It is an investment. It is an investment in yourself, in your future. No one else can change your life but you, and that change starts with the very first action of the day, waking up at 5 a.m. You will notice that when you wake up early, not only do you have more time, but you also have more energy and focus. The early morning hours are not interrupted by the usual distractions. There are no phone notifications, no calls, no work demands. There is only you and your goals. This is precious time for you to plan, to focus on what is most important, to do things that have never been done before. You can do the most important tasks of the day without anyone interrupting you, without distractions, and you will feel a clear difference when you dedicate time to focus on the most valuable things. Waking up early is being proactive. It is deciding to live your life on your own terms rather than letting life be carried away by the demands of society, work, or other people. When you wake up at 5 a.m., you are not just waking up to go through the motions of the day, but you are preparing for a great day. You are mastering your time, creating a habit to take control of all aspects of your life: work, health, relationships, and your mood. When you wake up, you will feel like a winner before the day even begins because you have already taken the first steps toward conquering your goals. It is hard to describe all the benefits of waking up early, but you will feel its power once you start applying it in your life. Successful people are not those who have an abundance of time, but those who know how to utilize time most effectively. They wake up early not because they have to, but because they cannot afford to miss those precious hours. That is when they plan, focus on important tasks, and prepare for an energetic new day. You might think that waking up early is a difficult habit to form, but in reality, this habit just requires a little commitment and determination. It may be hard at first, but after a while, you will notice the difference. The feeling of waking up and knowing that you have made an important step early in the morning will be a powerful source of motivation to continue your journey. You will find that you can complete things more quickly and efficiently when you begin the day proactively. Never think that waking up early is something reserved for a select few. In truth, anyone can do it if they are willing to commit. You don't need to wake up at 5 a.m. right away if that seems too difficult. Start with small steps. But always remember that this habit will give you immense strength, and that strength will help you face any challenges in life. Waking up at 5 a.m. is not a simple act. It is an action that affirms you are the one who controls your life, not someone who is carried away by the current of time. This habit will not only change how you begin your day, but it will change how you see everything in life. You will become the person who controls time, energy, and yourself. When you master those first moments of the day, you will master the whole day, the whole week, and your entire life. Therefore, if you want to succeed, if you want to change your life, start by waking up at 5 a.m. Don't let any excuse cause you to delay. Time waits for no one, and every minute you waste is a minute you are passing up an opportunity to succeed. Waking up at 5 a.m. is the first step to mastering your life and building a future you deserve. Make a commitment to yourself and step into life with the strength of a winner. Have you ever wondered why successful people have the habit of waking up at 5 a.m.? They don't wake up because they have more time. They wake up because they know that every minute of the day is precious. They wake up early because they understand that mastering the morning means mastering the entire day and mastering their life. Waking up early is not a random act. It is a strategic choice, a decision not to let life pass by without control, a choice to become proactive, not reactive to circumstances. Waking up early is not an easy task, but once you understand its hidden power, you will see that it's not just a habit, but the key to creating a difference in your life. In reality, every day you wake up is a new day to rewrite your own story. The world outside is still asleep, but you have already begun your journey. Successful people don't wake up early just because they can. They do it because they understand that time is the most valuable asset. They wake up early because they don't want to miss the precious opportunity that the morning offers. Every early morning is a time when you can work with the highest level of focus without any distractions pulling your attention away. This is the time when you can focus on your biggest life goals without being influenced by external annoyances. Waking up at 5 a.m. is a commitment to yourself that you won't let a day pass by meaningless. You wake up not because you have to do something, but because you know that if you don't wake up early, you'll fall behind. Waking up early is not a natural action, but an intentional choice. It not only gives you more time, but more importantly, it helps you take control of every moment of the day. You will have the opportunity to work when your mind is still fresh, to plan and accomplish important tasks before the world starts disturbing you. Have you ever asked yourself if you are limiting yourself by waking up late every day? Are you missing valuable opportunities while you sleep? Waking up early every day is a step closer to your goals, a way for you to maintain discipline and proactivity. It is easy to let go and stick to old habits, but if you continue doing that, you will remain stuck in the same place. The world doesn't wait for anyone, and success does not come to those who procrastinate. If you don't take control of your time, time will always control you. I want you to stop for a moment and ask yourself an important question. Are you ready to change in order to control your life? Are you ready to wake up at 5 a.m. every day and take control of yourself, take control of your time? If your answer is yes, I want you to leave a comment below this post. I'm ready, or I'm here. That commitment is not just a simple statement, it is an affirmation that you are ready to take action, to change your life. I am truly grateful to you for daring to show up here, for daring to step out of your comfort zone. You know, that truly means a lot to me. It is the first step of the journey to change, and I'm honored that you've decided to walk this path with me. Waking up early is not just changing a habit, it's changing your mindset. When you wake up at 5 a.m., you're not just creating an effective morning, you're creating a habit that helps you take control of your life. You will no longer feel like you're being carried along by the rhythm of work or life. You will be the one making plans, the one in control, the one creating change. You will realize that when you proactively start your day, you will have more energy and focus to face all the challenges throughout the day. So I want you to look at yourself and ask, are you ready to change, to wake up at 5 a.m. every day and take control of your life? If your answer is yes, I'd love for you to leave a comment, I'm ready, under this post. That's not just a commitment, it's your first step on the road to success. Once again, I'm truly grateful for your decision to show up here. You're on the right path, and I can't wait to see you change and succeed. Waking up early is not simply about opening your eyes at 5. It is the beginning of a clear and purposeful strategy. Every time you wake up at this hour, you're not just starting a new day, you're starting your life the way you want. You take control of the first moment of the day and decide what you will do with that precious time. You no longer let life pass by aimlessly. You no longer let external factors dictate the rhythm of your new day. You are the one in control. Waking up at 5 a.m. is when you lay the foundation for an effective workday. A day carefully planned and executed with maximum focus. It is not a passive act, but an inner proactivity, a declaration that you will live with purpose. You wake up not to begin a day like everyone else, but to prepare for an extraordinary life, to live the way you choose, not the way circumstances dictate. Waking up early is not just the start of a new day, it is the start of an active life with goals and strategy. Those who wake up early do not have more time than you. They don't have anything special about them other than the fact that they've decided to live with purpose and take control of their own lives. They do not wait for opportunities. They create opportunities for themselves, starting with the smallest but most powerful habits. They wake up early to prepare for everything, to take control of their work, health, and even their mood. Waking up early helps you claim your personal space, allowing you to focus on the important things without being distracted by external factors. It is time for you to plan, to review what you are doing, and to adjust or change if necessary. The first minutes of the day are not for procrastination, worry, or a lack of motivation. They are time for action. They are time for you to affirm that you are the master of your life, that you can do whatever you want and not let anything stop you. Every day you wake up at 5 a.m. is a declaration that you are on the right path, that you will not get lost in old habits, that you will create powerful changes in your life. You don't wake up to chase things that aren't important. You wake up to do the most important things, the ones that will bring you closer to your goals. Waking up early is a powerful and strategic decision. It is time for you to invest in yourself, to not only work, but also grow. It is time for you to take control of your life, control your work, and take control of your emotions and health. When you wake up early, you don't just have more time to work. You have time to think, to reassess your goals, and to evaluate your direction. This is an important moment for you to focus on what truly matters, to decide what will bring you closer to success. Waking up early is about preparing for an effective new day. You no longer pass up opportunities or let external factors control you. You will take control of your life and create the opportunities you deserve. When you start your day proactively, you're not just controlling your time, you're also controlling how you feel about that day. A day that starts with proactivity is a day where you don't get swept away by circumstances. You won't feel forced to do things you don't want to do. Instead, you will create your own schedule, do what you want, and most importantly, you will feel satisfied with what you've done. Imagine waking up at 5 a.m., working hard, achieving your goals for the day, right from the morning, and by the evening, you don't feel stressed or tired because you've completed everything. That's the power of mastering your life, of waking up early and starting your day the way you choose. When you start the day with a clear plan and a clear mind, you will feel like you can do anything. That is freedom. That is power. That is what truly successful people understand. They know that waking up early is not just a way to save time, but a way to master everything. You not only live the way you want, but you also build the future you've always desired. You can choose to stay in bed, delay, and let external excuses hold you back, or you can decide to wake up, start taking action, and master this life. The choice is yours. You may not be able to change everything at once, but you can begin by changing small actions, by waking up early, by mastering each moment of the day. When you master your life from the morning, you will master the entire day, the entire week, and your whole life. Don't wait. Don't let time pass by meaninglessly. Wake up early, take control of the new day, and act decisively to create the life you want. Early risers are those who master time and master life. Waking up early is not just a simple habit, but a commitment to oneself. Every morning, they wake up when the world is still asleep, taking advantage of this precious time to start a new day full of energy, fully prepared for great goals. In contrast, late risers live in a rush. They wake up when everything has already begun, and then they have to chase the rhythm of life, no longer having the opportunity to be proactive, with no time to plan for the new day. When you wake up early, you have a peaceful space, a time when you control creativity and focus. You can work without interruptions, without external factors affecting you. The morning is when your brain is still fresh and you can focus on the most important tasks, the ones that bring you closer to your goals. You proactively control the morning, and through that, you control the entire day. On the other hand, late risers do not have this opportunity. When they wake up, the world has already started, and they get swept into that flow, unable to stop. Time passes meaninglessly, and they start the day in a rush, unprepared, often feeling pressured. They lose the ability to focus on long-term goals and instead face a series of unplanned tasks. The difference between early risers and late risers lies in time control. Early risers control their lives from the moment they open their eyes. From the moment they wake up, they step into a new journey. Every first minute of the day is an opportunity to create an energetic, focused, and effective day. They don't allow themselves to get swept away by laziness, and they don't let time pass meaninglessly. That's the biggest difference. Early risers prepare before the world around them begins to work. They have time to plan, to reflect on their life goals, and to assess whether they are on the right track. Each morning is an opportunity for them to improve themselves, to start the new day with confidence and clear goals. When you wake up early, you master the first moment of the day, and you will find that from that moment on, everything becomes much easier. Late risers do not have that opportunity. They wake up in chaos with no time to reflect on their goals or set direction for the day. They get swept into trivial tasks, things they could have prepared for beforehand. This is the difference in the way of life. Early risers not only manage time, but also know how to live with purpose. They live strategically. They live to grow, not just to exist. Late risers, no matter how hard they try, always feel like they're being chased. They work without preparation, without a plan. They react to what's happening rather than proactively creating what they want. When you wake up late, you not only lose valuable time, but you also lose the opportunity to master your life. Every day that starts late, you not only lack energy, but also lack control. The cost of waking up late is not just an ineffective day. It leads to bad habits in the long run, making you miss opportunities for growth and control in your life. When you don't wake up early, you let procrastination and passivity control your life. This will make it harder for you to achieve what you want. The difference between early risers and late risers is not just about the time they wake up, but also about their attitude toward life. Early risers live proactively. They don't let circumstances control them. They control circumstances. They know that success does not come from luck or coincidence, but from good habits, preparation, and proactivity in every action. Late risers, on the other hand, let time and circumstances control them, making them always feel left behind. When you wake up early, you not only see yourself starting a new day with energy, but you also feel like you're slowly taking control of your life. You can use the morning to do the most important things to plan for a successful day. When you wake up late, you don't have this opportunity. You start your day feeling stressed, unmotivated, and with no time to do what matters most. The difference between early risers and late risers is a difference in how they live, how they work, and how they achieve success. Early risers live with goals, with plans, while late risers live in a rush and without preparation. The decision to wake up early is the decision to take control of your life. Waking up early is not just a habit, but a decisive step that helps you take control of your life. When you wake up in the morning before the world around you begins, you create your own space, a moment just for yourself. This is not time for unimportant things, but a time for you to recharge, plan for a new day, and mentally prepare for the challenges ahead. Waking up early changes everything because it creates a solid foundation for all the actions that follow throughout the day. Every morning when you wake up early, you are proving to yourself that you can master time, master your life. This is not just a commitment to discipline, but a choice to take control of what you truly want. Waking up early is not a random decision. It's a strategy. You are deciding to give yourself precious hours before the world begins to rush into its activities. This time helps you gain a clear view of your goals and create an effective day right from the start. When you wake up early, you won't have to face the feeling of being swept into the whirlwind of unfinished tasks, distractions, and disruptions caused by daily work. Early morning is when you can work with maximum focus. It's when your brain is still fresh, untainted by the worries of the day ahead. Waking up at this time helps you set big goals and pursue them with absolute focus. You can think, plan, and work without being interrupted by phones, emails, or social media notifications. In addition to creating focus, waking up early also helps you maintain discipline. When you wake up early, you're not only mastering time, but also mastering yourself. This helps you feel in control of your life. You proactively create positive changes instead of letting things happen randomly without preparation. Waking up early helps you realize that success is not something that comes naturally, but the result of effort, discipline, and determination. Waking up early also helps you develop good habits. It's when you can create a solid start to your day. It could be a short workout to activate your body, a meditation session to calm your mind, or simply a cup of coffee in a quiet space to reflect and plan your goals for the day. In fact, when you wake up early, you've already created the habit of successful people. Every early morning is an opportunity to refresh yourself, renew your goals, and continue walking the path you've chosen. This is why waking up early changes everything. It doesn't just change how you use time, but also changes how you view life, how you evaluate and pursue your goals. Waking up early changes everything because it helps you build confidence. When you can wake up early, you've already won a big challenge right from the start of the day. This creates a sense of success early on, helping you face other challenges throughout the day with confidence. This confidence is not complacency, but a strong belief in your ability to overcome any difficulties. You've proven to yourself that you can control your life, that you can act with discipline and patience. This confidence is the motivation that drives you forward to achieve even greater goals. In fact, early risers not only have more time, but they also have the ability to make the most of their time. They understand that every minute of the day is precious and they don't waste a second. To them, time is an asset that can never be regained, so they use every moment meaningfully. They don't just work hard, they work smart. Waking up early helps them set clear goals, build a strategy to achieve them, and continue executing each step in a planned way. When you wake up early, you're also training your patience. Waking up every morning is not always easy. Sometimes your body is tired, your mind is sluggish, but you still wake up and do what needs to be done. This creates a habit of patience, of persistent effort. In fact, early risers learn to face discomfort, to keep going even when they don't see immediate results. That is the essence of success. Never giving up, never quitting, and never backing down. A day that starts at 5 a.m. is not a sacrifice, but an investment in the future. Waking up early doesn't just change how you start your day, it changes how you live. You live proactively, you live with a plan, and you live with purpose. You no longer let time pass by without control. In fact, an early morning not only helps you prepare for an effective workday, but also helps you create a success habit, the habit of those who know how to master their lives. Waking up early is not just an act of timing. It is the golden time of the day. The time before the world wakes up is the moment when you can fully take control of your life. Everything around you is still quiet, and you are not distracted by phone calls, emails, or external demands. It is at this time, when you wake up early, that you possess the peaceful space to focus and do the most important tasks without being distracted. This is the golden time, with no interruptions, no rush, and no procrastination. Waking up early helps you optimize your energy. You will realize that in the early morning, your brain is still fresh, full of energy, and in its best state to do important tasks. If you wake up at 5 a.m., you've already claimed this private time to focus on the things that will determine the success of your day. No phone calls, no messages, no notifications to pull you away from the work you are doing. It is during this time that you can work with complete focus, aligning with your long-term goals. Waking up early is not waking up still feeling sleepy. It is an active habit. You wake up early not because you are forced to, but because you understand the value of the stillness in the first hours of the day. This is the time when you can work without worrying about someone disturbing you or waking you up to do something else. It is the time when you can focus on personal development, plan for the future, and complete important tasks without distractions. Each morning, when you wake up early, you create a morning that you control, not letting external factors dictate the rhythm of the day. It is the golden time for you to work most effectively to set a concrete plan for the goals you want to achieve. You can work, research, create, or even simply meditate and reflect on what you are doing. This golden time not only helps you work more effectively, but also helps you focus on personal growth, sparking the energy to start a motivated day. If you have the habit of waking up early, you will realize that you are investing in yourself. That golden time is when you can develop positive habits, exercise, read, learn something new, or simply take care of yourself. These habits will not only help you maintain a healthy body, but also sustain a strong mindset, preparing you for a productive day. Waking up early is not just a brief period of the day, but a long-term investment in your health and success. That golden time is also when you can nurture your creativity. The morning is when your mind is still clear, unaffected by the pressures of work or the tasks you need to complete. It is an opportunity to spend time thinking, generating new ideas, and planning important projects. When you wake up early, you give yourself the space to create without being bound by uncontrollable factors. Waking up early allows you to not only work, but also create real value. The golden time in the morning is not just for work, it is also for recharging. When you wake up early, you can take time to relax and focus on things that bring you peace. It might be a meditation session, a quiet cup of coffee, or a short walk. These activities not only help you relax, but also rejuvenate your mind, preparing you for the challenges of the day. When you wake up early, you will see changes in both your body and mind. You will feel healthier, more focused, and able to accomplish tasks quickly and efficiently. This not only impacts your work, but also influences all aspects of your life. When you control the morning, you will be able to control your entire day, and gradually you will notice that you can control your life as a whole. Waking up early is the time to build the habits of a successful person. You don't wake up at 5 a.m. just to work. You wake up to create a positive habit, to build the future you want. This is why the golden time of the day is priceless. Every first minute of the day is an opportunity to control everything, to work with a calm, clear, and energized mind. Nothing is more valuable than time when you can use it so effectively. Waking up early is a powerful decision to take control of your life. The golden time in the morning helps you develop patience, discipline, and confidence. You begin the day with a strong mindset, no longer feeling rushed by time or work. You proactively create an effective workday, a day full of energy, and a day that brings positive results. You are building the habits of a successful person. And every morning you wake up early is a step closer to your greater life goals. Remember, the golden time of the morning is not just the time for you to work, but also the time for you to recharge, reflect, and prepare for what lies ahead. Waking up early gives you the opportunity to improve yourself each day, to become a better version of yourself. When you master the morning, you will see that your whole life begins to change for the better. Procrastination is not just a simple action, it is a deeply ingrained habit, a purposeful laziness that we often face. That is why many people continue to delay important tasks, even though they know that taking action from the start will yield much better results. Procrastination is not just about not working, but about a lack of confidence, fear, and an undefined anxiety. However, the key thing is that it can be changed if you have enough determination to break free from it. When you wake up early, you are beginning the journey of overcoming the habit of procrastination. Waking up early is not just a time habit, but a powerful decision to start the day with proactivity. You do not wait to feel ready. You do not wait for favorable conditions to come. You wake up and take immediate action because you know that procrastination will only increase stress and decrease work efficiency. Every time you decide to wake up early and start a new day, you've won a small battle in the war against procrastination. As you continue the habit of waking up early, you will notice that procrastination no longer takes the lead. Each morning is an opportunity for you to take control of your time, and during this time, you can focus on the most important tasks instead of letting procrastination reign. You no longer feel pressured by the tasks that have been left undone, and you no longer feel confused about where to start. In fact, every time you face procrastination and decide to take immediate action, you are cultivating a new habit, the habit of taking action without procrastination. When facing procrastination, the first thing you need to do is identify why you are procrastinating. Often procrastination is not due to laziness, but due to fear, worry about results, or even a fear of failure. Many people procrastinate because they feel they are not capable of doing something, but this is just an illusion. You need to realize that nothing is too difficult if you break it down into smaller steps. When you wake up early and start taking those small steps, you will find that no task, no matter how difficult, is impossible to complete if you start with a small point. In fact, every time you begin a task early and decisively, you are setting a great momentum into motion. This momentum will keep you going, allowing you to continue completing subsequent tasks. This means that you are not only mastering the morning, but you are also mastering the feeling of procrastination. You are building a powerful action habit, a habit that you will automatically apply to everything else in your life. This is the power of waking up early. It helps you naturally defeat procrastination without coercion or struggle. The important thing is not whether you can start everything immediately, but whether you have the ability to maintain perseverance and not give up. Waking up early helps you create a disciplined habit, which in turn makes it easier for you to overcome procrastination. When you wake up in the morning, you give yourself the time to practice this habit. This perseverance will gradually strengthen your willpower, helping you overcome any obstacles that procrastination may place in your way. Don't think that one can break free from procrastination overnight. It is a process, a long journey that you must patiently walk, step by step. Every time you decide not to procrastinate and act immediately, you are creating a positive change in your life. And once you master waking up early, you will feel that nothing can stop your progress. You've conquered procrastination, not just in the early moments of the day, but throughout your whole life. One effective way to break free from procrastination is to change the way you view work. When you wake up early, you gain a clear view of what you need to do and why you need to do it. You are no longer distracted by external factors. Instead, you will notice that every task, whether big or small, has value and can be done immediately. Waking up early helps you focus on what matters most, helping you reduce fatigue and stress when you see unfinished work. Procrastination is not just a lack of motivation, but a negative spiral that makes you feel stressed and exhausted. However, when you start acting right from the early morning, you break this spiral. You begin from a strong starting point, making confident and consistent steps. And as each step is taken, procrastination no longer has a place in your life. Every day you wake up early, you are taking another step toward mastering your life, mastering your time, and mastering yourself. We cannot change the procrastination habit overnight, but we can change it bit by bit, each day, each hour, and every morning is a great opportunity to do so. Look at your habits, look at when you wake up and ask yourself, am I ready to break free from procrastination and act right now? If the answer is yes, then every day you wake up early will be an important step in breaking the procrastination habit and instead building a powerful action habit Waking up early is the key to starting a day without procrastination, a day full of effectiveness and success. A strong commitment to yourself is not just an empty promise, but a determination to act relentlessly, regardless of challenges or difficulties. When you commit to yourself, you don't just promise to change, you will do everything in your power to make it happen. This commitment leaves no room for compromise, no place for laziness or procrastination. It is a commitment to growth, discipline, and continuous action. To begin, a strong commitment to yourself is the decision that you will not let life pass by meaninglessly. Every day, every minute is an opportunity for you to pursue your goals, and you will not allow anything to hinder that progress. This commitment is not a temporary decision, but a long-term pledge that requires you to be persistent and take responsibility for your actions. No one else can bring change to your life, so you must take responsibility for every action, every decision you make. When you make a strong commitment to yourself, you are truly taking control of your life. It is the commitment that you will not give up halfway, no matter how difficult the path may be. Every challenge, every difficulty is not a reason to quit, but an opportunity to demonstrate your inner strength and ability to overcome any barriers. Committing to yourself means committing to rising, to perseverance, and to never-ending effort. It is a commitment to a better future that you truly deserve. This strong commitment also manifests in your willingness to face fears and insecurities rather than allowing them to stop you. Fear is not a reason to step back, but a signal that you are standing in front of a great opportunity. Every time you feel afraid, that is when you must move forward, because growth doesn't come from the comfort zone, but from facing and overcoming fear. When you commit to yourself, you are committing to the fact that nothing can stop you. An important part of a strong commitment to yourself is building habits and discipline. It is not just a temporary feeling, but a strong habit maintained day after day, regardless of whether you feel like it or not. Discipline is the key factor in achieving long-term goals. A strong commitment is not about rushed actions, but steady and consistent actions. You cannot change your life in a single day, but you can change your habits day by day. It is these small but consistent habits that will lead you to great results. When you commit strongly to yourself, you also commit not to let laziness or temporary comfort hold you back. It means letting go of old habits, those things that hold you back and prevent you from reaching your full potential. You must have the courage to say no to things that don't bring lasting value, things that don't help you grow. Instead, you must create an environment that keeps you constantly growing, always moving forward and never stepping back. A strong commitment to yourself also means that you must always be honest with yourself. You must view yourself realistically, not hiding or making excuses for your weaknesses, but facing them and working to improve them. This is not about seeking perfection, but about accepting yourself, understanding your strengths and weaknesses, and committing to improve each day. Honesty with yourself helps you recognize your shortcomings and find ways to become a better version of yourself. Nothing is more valuable than your commitment to yourself, because only when you are honest with yourself can you truly make progress. A strong commitment also means that you must set clear goals and be persistent in pursuing them. Every day you wake up, you must know what you will do, why you're doing it, and what result you want to achieve. You cannot live aimlessly with no clear goals or plans. You must have specific goals and commit to getting closer to them every day. A strong commitment to yourself is a commitment to your goals, and nothing can stop you from achieving what you want. A strong commitment to yourself is also about not letting failure defeat you. Failure is not the end. It is an opportunity to learn and rise stronger. Every failure is a valuable lesson that brings you closer to success. You must commit to not giving up when facing difficulties, but to viewing every challenge as an opportunity to improve and move further. You only truly fail when you quit. If you keep persevering, you are still moving closer to your goals. A strong commitment to yourself also means creating a supportive environment. Your surroundings have a significant impact on your ability to grow. Make sure you build an environment that fosters effort, discipline, and creativity. Don't let negative influences hinder your development. Surround yourself with people, sources of inspiration, and situations that help you rise rather than those that cause you to hesitate. Proactively create this environment because it is an essential factor in maintaining your strong commitment to yourself. Thus, a strong commitment to yourself is a continuous decision. It is the decision that you will not just go through the motions of life, but live with purpose, direction, and always strive for new heights. This is a commitment that you must fulfill every day, not just once. This commitment will turn you into someone who never quits, someone who always finds a way to achieve their goals, no matter how difficult the path may be. You commit to yourself that nothing can stop you because you understand that your commitment to yourself is the key to unlocking the door to success in life. Waking up early is not just a habit, but a strategy that determines the difference in your life. It is a proactive action, not a coincidence. Imagine every morning when you wake up while the world around you is still quiet, you have moments completely dedicated to yourself, to plan for a new day, to arrange important tasks, and most importantly, to control your time. This is the difference between successful people and those who are still struggling with life. When you wake up early, you not only have more time to complete tasks, but you can also prepare for the challenges of the day with a relaxed and ready mindset. Morning time is the most valuable time of the day because at this point, you do not have to face distractions from work, society, or any external factors. You can focus entirely on what matters most without being interrupted by messages, calls, or anything that could take your focus away. Waking up early makes a big difference because it helps you improve your focus and work efficiently. When you wake up early, your brain is still fresh, not affected by the fatigue from yesterday. This helps you think clearly, plan for an effective workday, and easily get started on tasks without worry or procrastination. You will work with maximum focus and nothing will hinder you because while the world is still sleeping, you have already seized the day with absolute proactivity. Waking up early makes a big difference in your life because it helps you form good habits. These habits are not just about waking up early, but about how you prepare for a successful day. Every morning when you wake up, you can start with a positive habit such as meditation, exercise, or simply spending time planning your goals for the day. These small actions not only help you maintain a healthy body and a clear mind, but also help you build an effective work day right from the start. And when these habits are consistently maintained, you will see a significant change in your life. The biggest difference waking up early brings is that it helps you take control of your life. You no longer feel swept up by unwanted events, no longer living in a passive state. When you wake up early, you take control of your time and do not let external factors influence you. You can dedicate time to what matters most, completing tasks in a quiet space without interruptions. This is the key to achieving lasting success in every area of your life. Waking up early makes a big difference because it helps you maintain a stable and strong mental state. A day that starts with proactivity will help you keep positive energy throughout the day. You will feel more confident, more determined, and most importantly, you will not be burdened by confusion or anxiety. A morning starting at 5 a.m. not only brings you peace, but also gives you an opportunity to reinforce your confidence in yourself. You've mastered the morning, you've controlled your time, and that's the most important thing for you to control your whole day. Waking up early doesn't just make a difference in your work, but also in your relationships and health. When you wake up early, you can take time to take care of yourself before diving into the busy tasks of the day. You can exercise, prepare a healthy breakfast, or simply take time to relax. These small actions not only help you maintain a healthy body, but also create a positive mood for you throughout the day. When you take good care of yourself, you will have more energy to face the challenges at work. And more importantly, you will have more time to spend with those around you. Waking up early makes a big difference because it helps you enhance your self-control. You will learn to set clear goals and persistently pursue them. Waking up early is part of your self-discipline process. You do not let yourself be lured into procrastination. You decide to take action immediately. Every morning is an opportunity for you to commit to yourself and the big goals you've set. When you start a day early, you begin the day with proactivity and determination. That is the power of commitment and discipline. The difference that waking up early makes is maturity and the ability to control your future. Early risers are not people who have more time. They are people who know how to make the most of every minute, every hour of the day. They understand that time waits for no one, and waking up early is how they master their limited time. This helps them not only in work, but in all aspects of life. They know that only when you proactively control time can you control your life. Waking up early helps you realize that life does not happen by chance. All success comes from effort, from creating good habits and consistently working on them. You cannot just live until everything is ready. You must proactively create opportunities for yourself. Waking up early helps you lead in mastering time, and from there you will see a noticeable difference in every area of your life. You will never miss an opportunity, and you will never regret what you haven't done. Finally, waking up early brings you a more fulfilling life. You not only work more efficiently, but also have more time to spend with family, friends, and yourself. When you wake up early, you are not just living for today, but for the future as well. You understand that every morning you wake up is an opportunity to create the life you desire. And the biggest difference is that you take control of your life right from the first steps of the day. Waking up early is not a random habit or a coincidental choice. It is the choice of winners, those who truly understand the value of time and know how to make the most of every moment of the day to create a difference. Waking up early is not just about waking up on time, but about acting with clear goals and unwavering willpower. This is the habit of those who decide not to let life pass by aimlessly, but of those who are proactive, who create opportunities for themselves and continually move forward. If you look at the most successful people in the world today, you will notice a clear common trait. They wake up early. This is not a mere coincidence, but a strategic choice. Winners understand that every day is an opportunity to get closer to their goals, and starting the new day early is the way they take control of time, control work, and not let external factors dictate their lives. Waking up early is an action that you cannot only do when you feel motivated. It is a strong decision, a commitment to yourself that you will not procrastinate, not let laziness or uncertainty take away your opportunities. Winners do not wait for perfect conditions to act. They do not wait until they feel energized or confident enough. They wake up every morning, no matter how hard or easy it may be, and start the day with strong determination. This not only helps them overcome any challenges, but also creates the momentum to continue moving forward. When you wake up early, you not only give yourself extra time for work, but you also give yourself time to nurture yourself. Morning is the ideal time to focus on the most important things without being distracted. You can plan for an effective day, exercise to keep your body healthy, or even take time for spiritual habits like meditation or reading. These are the things winners do to maintain focus and positive energy throughout the day. Moreover, waking up early prevents you from getting caught in the daily grind. When you wake up early, you proactively control the new day instead of letting external factors dictate your rhythm. There are no distractions from phones, no sudden calls or messages. You can work in peace with maximum focus. Winners understand that focus is a critical factor in achieving success, and to gain that focus, waking up early is a non-negotiable condition. But waking up early is a sign of self-discipline. Winners do not let emotions or external factors control their actions. They have strict discipline and a commitment to perform the right actions every day, regardless of the desire to rest or procrastinate. This discipline helps them stay on course, not give up when facing difficulties, and not allow themselves to fall behind in challenges. Waking up early is an essential action to maintain discipline and perseverance. It is the habit of waking up early that has helped winners get through difficult times. No one can succeed without facing failure and challenges. However, winners know that failure is not the end, but a stepping stone to bring them closer to their goals. And in tough moments, they always have a firm foundation to continue. That is the habit of waking up early. starting the new day with resilience and determination. They understand that every day they wake up early is an opportunity to make a difference, no matter how big the challenges may be. Waking up early is the choice of winners because it not only helps you succeed in work, but also helps you develop yourself. You will realize that when you invest in waking up early, you are investing in your health, your ability to focus, your creativity, and your continuous progress. Winners understand that success doesn't come from luck, but from perseverance and determination every day. And to achieve that, they commit to waking up every morning and using that time to get closer to their goals. A winner's life is not a life of waiting. They don't sit around hoping that everything will come to them. They proactively create opportunities and work hard to turn those opportunities into reality. Waking up early is the first action of the day that they take to affirm that they are the masters of their lives. And the important thing is each day they wake up early, they don't just create a habit, but also lay a strong foundation for success in the future. This is the choice of winners. Never giving up, never letting procrastination take over, and never stopping their efforts. They know that no matter how hard it gets, if they wake up early, they will have enough time, enough energy, and enough determination to do whatever is necessary. Waking up early is an essential part of their success strategy. It is a sign of a proactive life, a life that does not let time pass by meaninglessly, but always captures and maximizes every opportunity. So ask yourself, are you ready to be a winner in your life? Are you ready to wake up early every day, take control of time, and create amazing results? If the answer is yes, then take action today. Waking up early is the choice of winners, and if you want to be one of them, you must also start with these small steps. Waking up early is not a simple action, but a strategic choice that determines the difference in your life. This habit does not just change how you start your day, but it is a powerful tool to help you transform your life as a whole. When you wake up early, you are not only regaining control of your time, but you are also creating a breakthrough in how you perceive and act each day. This is the key to turning big goals into reality, because when you master the morning, you also master everything else in life. The habit of waking up early is not just about waking up at a fixed hour, but it is a strong commitment to yourself, a determination to change. Waking up before the sun rises gives you a precious time that no one can take away. This is the perfect time for you to be undistracted with no calls, emails, or messages interrupting your focus. You can spend this time planning for the new day, self-training, or simply reflecting on the important things in life. When you wake up early, you begin the day with proactivity. This is completely different from waking up late when you have to rush and get swept up in the grind of life without time to think about your goals and direction. Waking up early helps you not only complete tasks effectively, but also makes you feel more in control. This proactivity is the key to progressing every day, not just in work, but in every aspect of life. One great thing about waking up early is that you create the habit of self-discipline. You do not let fatigue or laziness control you. Waking up early each day is a commitment, a disciplined action that you make for yourself. These are the solid steps that allow you to maintain focus, discipline, and determination throughout the day. There is no laziness, no procrastination, just decisive and persistent action. When this habit becomes a part of your life, you will see that change is no longer a difficult task. The habit of waking up early is a powerful tool for achieving goals and success in life. It not only creates a strong start for a new day, but also builds a solid foundation for long-term success. Every morning you wake up early, you are not only organizing your tasks, but also building a positive mindset, an attitude ready to embrace any challenge. When you start the day proactively, you create a strong foundation for making the right decisions and taking effective actions. When the habit of waking up early becomes an indispensable part of your life, you will realize that it not only affects how you work, but also changes how you live. You will find that you can complete tasks more effectively, reduce stress, and feel happier because you've dedicated time to yourself, your work, and your important goals. Every day you wake up early, You are teaching yourself an important lesson about commitment, about the ability to create change from within. Waking up early not only changes how you work, but also changes how you view life. You begin to see that every minute is valuable and you can maximize your time. Instead of struggling to find time for important things, you know how to organize and structure your life logically. Good habits formed in the morning will spread throughout the day, helping you maintain focus and achieve maximum effectiveness in both work and life. The habit of waking up early also helps you reduce stress and anxiety in life. When you wake up early, you can spend time relaxing, exercising, or engaging in positive habits like meditation, reading, or journaling. These activities not only help improve your physical health, but also create a strong mental state to face all challenges. You no longer feel caught up in the whirlpool of work or external factors. Instead, you can control your life the way you want. Waking up early is a habit that can change your entire life, not just for one day or 1 week, but for your entire life. Every day you wake up early, you are creating a difference not only in your work, but also in how you live, think, and face life. It is an investment in yourself, in your career, in your family, and in everything important in life. When you control your morning, you control your life. Finally, waking up early is the key to changing everything you want in life. It helps you build self-discipline, improve work performance, create health, and bring peace to your mind. It is not just about waking up early, but about creating a powerful change in how you live and work. When the habit of waking up early becomes an essential part of your life, you will realize that nothing is impossible if you persevere and act from the smallest steps. Waking up at 5 a.m. is not just about opening your eyes and getting up. It's a decision with a profound impact on your entire life. This is not a random or temporary choice. It is a strong decision, a commitment to yourself to create massive change. When you wake up at 5 a.m., you don't just gain a few extra hours in the day. You are taking control, mastering your time, and not letting life be carried away by insignificant things. This is the decision that the most successful people have made, and they have continually proven that it is the right choice. The difference between successful people and those who don't achieve their goals is how they use their time. People who wake up at 5 a.m. have decided that they will not let time pass uselessly. They do not get caught up in the grind of life, nor do they let laziness or procrastination take control. They wake up early, build self-discipline, plan for the new day, and take action They understand that every day is an opportunity to get closer to their goals, and waking up at 5 a.m. is the first step toward achieving that. The decision to wake up at 5 a.m. is not simply about creating good habits. It is a manifestation of commitment to yourself and the goals you have set. You cannot achieve success if you only work when you feel like it. You must commit to discipline, to continuous effort, no matter how you feel or the circumstances. Waking up early helps you build a strong mindset, and when you start your day with proactivity, you will see a clear difference in every area of your life. When you wake up early, you not only gain more time, but you also gain energy and focus. Morning time is the ideal time for you to work most effectively without being distracted by external factors. You can plan for a productive day or exercise to improve your health. Moreover, your mind is still fresh at this time, not fatigued or stressed by work or life. This is the golden time to do the most important tasks without interruption. Waking up at 5 a.m. also means you create a private space for yourself where there is no rush, no chaos of life. It's a time for you to focus on what you truly want to do rather than just rushing to meet others' demands. You can spend this time reading, meditating, or simply reflecting on what is important to you. This is an opportunity to listen to yourself and recharge for a new day. Waking up at 5 a.m. is a decision that you create for yourself. It's not a coincidence or something easy. It's a strong commitment to self-development, discipline, and the goals you have set. No one else can do it for you, and no one can create success for you other than yourself. Every day you wake up at 5 a.m., you are taking one step closer to success. You no longer wait for opportunities. You proactively create opportunities for yourself. Commitment to the habit of waking up early is a commitment to a life with a clear purpose, not letting things pass aimlessly. You cannot succeed if you don't have a commitment to yourself. And committing to waking up early is committing to yourself that you will not step back, not give up, and always move forward, no matter how difficult it gets. Waking up at 5 a.m. is a small decision, but its impact is enormous. In fact, waking up at 5 a.m. is the habit of those who do not wait until they have enough reasons or ideal circumstances to start. These people know that they need to act today, and the first action is to wake up early. When you decide to wake up at 5 a.m., you not only change how you work, but also change how you live. Waking up early helps you create a proactive life, not getting swept away by insignificant events, but instead focusing on what truly matters to you. This decision is not only beneficial in work, but also in how you face life. You will feel more in control because you are proactively managing your time and not letting external factors influence you. When you wake up early, you will find that you can work more efficiently, and from there, confidence and satisfaction will emerge. These are the key factors to achieving success in all areas, not only in work, but also in relationships, health, and personal development. The decision to wake up at 5 a.m. is a decisive action, and it will lead you to important changes in your life. It's a change not only in your circumstances, but also in how you view life and how you face challenges. You will see that every day you wake up early, you are opening opportunities to progress, to continually grow, and to become the best version of yourself. Finally, the decision to wake up at 5 a.m. does not just change one day or 1 week, but it changes your entire life. It is the first step in building a life with a clear purpose, discipline, and always moving forward. This is the most important decision you can make for yourself. And when you make this decision every day, you will realize that real change starts by controlling every minute of your life by waking up at 5 a.m.